say can by the dawn's early light was so hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hail, dear old Windber High, hail to her name, her fame, her deeds in the days gone by. Long may her banner wave, evermore victorious. Hail, dear old Windber High, victorious evermore.
Course. Thank you. As always, I would like to begin by district. I would also like to thank those in attendance tonight and welcome the loving parents, relatives, friends of our seniors, our supportive school board members, and our dedicated faculty and administration to the 90th graduation ceremony held in this building. Before I begin, I would like the following groups to stand for a brief moment of recognition. Our National Honor Society members. Thank you. Our student council members. Thank you. Our CTC completers. Thank you. Our SAT scholars. Thank you. This evening, we have a special group of young people assembled on this stage. They have not only survived 13 years of public education, they have thrived. This group is comprised of some of the best, brightest, and most talented individuals that this institution has ever produced. It is fitting that they sat here upon this stage, not only so that we can laud them, but also because they are looking outward on a world filled with possibilities. A better future for us all. Some of these graduates are going to be great doctors, nurses, teachers, engineers, child care workers, welders, soldiers, television personalities, video editors, and artists. I did say some. I could not list all the exciting career pathways these individuals will pursue. But I can say this. I am confident that this group, filled with good minds and good hearts, honor and integrity, will make great employees, fathers, mothers, neighbors, and community members. They will be successful because of who they are. I am very proud to say that they were Windber students. They will represent us well. I would like to refocus for a few moments and directly address the class of 2016. You have been exposed to and will continue to receive everyone's best advice. Generally, that is not because their life experiences have been perfect, but rather they care for you. They would wish to spare you some of the sorrow and pain that they have seen and endured. Value that. Value the love that they are trying to share with you. That moment that you share communicating is important. Those moments tend to slip away quickly. Life is a story. Some parts we author ourselves. Some parts are written for us. Some parts of the story are not comfortable. Life is rarely fair. Life is rarely unequal. Sometimes there is no one to blame, but you all have the tools to endure, to move forward. You see, in the end, comfort is the enemy of excellence. It is difficult to grow if we are not overcoming something. So, as you move forward, I encourage you to move outside of your comfort zone. Look for opportunities that will challenge you. Commit yourself to growing and getting just a little bit better until your very last day. I said that life is a story. Everyone has a story. Some people wear that story on the outside, but most keep it tucked underneath, hidden away. It will serve you well to remember that. It will serve you well to remember that everyone has a story filled with joys and tears. I'm going to close by sharing again that I am so very proud of you for what you have accomplished, of how you've handled yourself, and who you are. You're truly among the best, world-class individuals. Seniors, enjoy this moment. Enjoy this day. From this point forward, you are Windber alumni.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome. I'm Richard Lucas, the principal of Windber Area High School. Tonight, we gather to recognize the culmination of a journey for a group of young people that began over a decade ago, and all that they've accomplished to be here to this point. Before I speak in great detail to and about these wonderful young people that made this evening a possibility, the Board of School Directors cooperative efforts to bring the educational vision with the premier education that they deserve. Thank you to Mr. Rick Huffman, Superintendent of Schools, and the administration. Your leadership and designs for an educational program that is among the best in the state. Exceptional students that sit on this stage today, prepared for life as adults. Thank you to the staff of the Windber Area School District. Your love for children and passion for their learning has supported so many students over the years. Tonight, I present to you the product of your fine master craftsmanship, truly an impressive to say the least. Most of all, thank you to the parents and loved ones of these outstanding young people. Each and every day, good or bad, sunny or raining, you urge them to head off to school. You shared your most precious possession with us. You were there for them to congratulate them when things went right and to console them when they did not. You are appreciated, as this day does not happen unless you determine it will someday. Tirelessly, you did just that, and here we are honoring the Windber Area High School class of 2016 on their graduation night. Class of 2016, your journey has been unique to say the least. Your senior year, a time of many changes and adjustments as your high school goes through a metamorphosis. From day one, you came to a building that was under constant change and adjustment. You experienced the seasons of the road warriors, and you did it all with flexibility, understanding, and character that demonstrated leadership to the rest of the students in your school. Each day, you were role models to a school full of young people, desperately desiring to reach the watermarks that you set before them. In my time as your principal, I've grown to know this class as one abundant in the virtues of leadership and character. These traits will continue to guide you throughout your life's journey. Embrace them. They will not only provide you with the bearings that you desire, but also to those that you care for. This evening, we come together as a community to honor you on your final evening as students of Windber Area High School. I recognize that the young people on this stage are ready for the world, all of its opportunities, challenges, victories, and setbacks. The talents that you've developed and honed during your time here are just the beginning of your lifelong learning journey. Each of you will leave tonight to begin a new part of that journey on your own, in which you utilize encounter. I ask that you confidently know, find your path, and please make your if you're you are a leader. Thank you. It's my honor to introduce
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Before I get started, there are 3 seniors here tonight whose task isn't going to end when the night is over. They're going to get on a car and they're going to head to Harrisburg and compete tomorrow for a state championship in the 4x8. So Caitlin Weaver, Rochelle, and Lauren, stand up and let's congratulate our runners. So no fun for you when this is over. Well, good evening, friends and family of the class of 2016. Now, I made a promise to my buddy Steve Szymanski sitting over there that I would not make this a long speech tonight, at least not like I did a couple of years ago. So, Steve, I'll do the best I can. Tonight marks the end of your time as a student here at Windber. It might not seem like it to you, but your folks, it was just yesterday that they were putting you on a school bus for the very first time. They were a nervous wreck that day, I can tell you as a parent. It's a tough day. They're sitting at home waiting for a phone call to find out that either you pulled the fire alarm or you threw up a hot dog at lunchtime. So it was a tough first day for every parent in the audience here. And that was a long day, but time seems to have really flown for all of us since then. And I think you're going to discover that now as well. Time's really going to start to accelerate. And time's the theme of this talk tonight. Well, obviously, for the last 12 and a half, 13 years, you guys have done a pretty decent job of managing your time, or you wouldn't be up here tonight. But I promise you it's going to go faster from this point forward. The summer is going to fly by, and next thing you know it, you'll be off to trade school, college, work, or something else, maybe even serve your country. If it isn't going to go fast, then you better get off your butt because you're not doing what you need to do when you graduate from here. You need to get moving. This I can promise you. You will make mistakes in the next couple of years. You're likely going to change your major. You're either going to quit or get fired from a job, and you might discover that what you thought you wanted to do in life isn't in fact what you want to do in life. And that's okay, because you really have a sort of a 5-year cushion now to make decisions, to make mistakes, to try new things. So I ask you to take some chances when you're educating yourself. Live your life from this point forward to the fullest, and enjoy being young, because before you know it, that time creeps away. Another Steve Jobs, the famous guy, not Steve Szymanski, the unfamous guy, before his time ran out on earth, he said a famous quote. He said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of what other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your own." I think Steve Jobs was right. In front of you here tonight is a room full of people who love and support you. They know you can be successful, and this school has done their best to prepare you for that. So just do it. Good luck. God bless each and every one of you.
At this time, Caitlin Weaver, Senior Class President, will address the class. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Caitlin Weaver, and I'm the Senior Class President for Windber Area High School's graduating class of 2016. When Mr. Lucas announced the class council representatives for our senior class, the first thing I thought was, oh crap, what did I get myself into? Because I knew that the senior class president gave a speech at graduation, and I'm not very good with my words. As Miss Abel will tell you, I do not like English classes or reading classes or anything of the sort. I'm more of a math person. I don't like English language because everything is subjective. For instance, take the word squash. When I say this word, some of you may have thought about this, a squash. Squash, as defined by the Merriam-Webster's dictionary, is an edible gourd, the flesh of which may be cooked and eaten as a vegetable. Or some of you may have thought about the verb squash, also defined by the Merriam-Webster's dictionary as to crush or squeeze something with force so that it becomes flat, soft, or out of shape. And another portion of you, or maybe none of you, may have thought about the game squash, which I didn't even know existed until I looked up the definition for the word squash. So, as you can see, language is something that is up for interpretation. However, math is concrete. There's no denying that there are 5 fingers on my right hand, 5 toes on my left foot, and 71 students on the stage about to graduate. So instead of using the English language of letters and words for my speech, I decided to use a language that I was more familiar with, the language of numbers. So I did some crunching to see just how we've spent our time here at dear old Windber High. Considering that half of us were born in 1997 and the other half in 1998, and the school year begins in August and ends in May, all of my statistics will come from the median of these dates and will be based around January 1st, 1998. And for those of you that don't know, that's Joe Hunter's birthday. So these statistics are slightly more accurate for him than the rest of us. So based on the average date of January 1st, we have been alive for 6,720 days, some more and some less. That's 161,280 hours, 9,676,800 minutes, or 580,608,000 seconds. In these 6,720 days that you have been alive, your heart has beat 716,083,200 times. You have taken 193,536,000 breaths. If you are a male, you have blinked your eyes 140,313,000 times. And if you're a female, studies show that you have blinked 32% more times than that. Even though the recommended amount of sleep is 8 to 10 hours per night, the Bureau of Labor Statistics says that the average young adult sleeps 7.7 hours per night. At this rate, you 56 days is equal to 5 years. You have years that you have been alive. And if you slept during school, which most of us have, you've probably slept for a lot more than that. You have spent 7,504 hours eating and have walked 25,748 miles, which is enough mileage to walk from the East Coast to the West Coast 12.3 times. You have spent 16,380 hours of your life at school, bettering your education, finding your true identity, and forging friendships that will last a lifetime. And of those 16,380 hours spent at school, you have spent 924 hours in the halls with your friends between classes, 1,260 hours in the cafeteria, eating some of our favorite school lunches, like Angelica's Stromboli Day, Brooke's Taco Day, and Abby's Pizza Stick Cruncher Day. These numbers are astonishing, and it's amazing to see how we've spent our time here at Windber High School. However, graduating high school can be a scary time for some, because the time ahead of us is uncertain. There's this quote from a novel, The Timekeeper by Mitch Albom, and it goes like this: "Try to imagine a life without timekeeping. You probably can't. You know the month, the year, the day of the week. There is a clock on your wall or the dashboard of your car. You have a schedule, a calendar, a time for dinner or a movie. Yet all around you, timekeeping is ignored. Birds are not late. A dog does not check its watch. Deer do not fret over passing birthdays. Man alone measures time. Man alone chimes the hour. And because of this, man alone suffers a paralyzing fear that no other creature endures, the fear of time running out. Although our time in high school has expired, we still have the rest of our lives to live. But the future is uncertain, and the amount of time we each have left is unknown. So the best advice I have is to make the best of each moment. Live in the moment before the moment is gone. We have been given the tools and the knowledge to be successful in this world. So as we depart here today, I ask you, what will you do with your remaining years? How will you utilize your time to make the world a better place? So, class of 2016, I would like to wish you all the best of luck with whatever life brings your way, and may you always remember how your first 18 years have been spent at Windber Area School District. Thank you.
At this time, the National Honor Society President, Rachel Campitel, will address the class of 2016.
Oh boy, okay. Hello, Windber Area High School class of 2016. I am here because I am expected to give you some advice about life or the big road ahead of us, but honestly, it wouldn't be of much value. I am just like you, a very soon-to-be high school graduate. What do I know about life that you don't know already? So I'm not going to stand here and preach about what I don't know, even if it might sound good. I'm going to tell you instead what I do know. I know that each and every one of you sitting on this stage has something in common. You are the one and only class of 2016, making this your stepping stone into the future. This is your base, this is your center, this is your home. Home. Home is more than just a place on a map or a geographic location. The significance of a home has so much more meaning. A home serves as shelter, protection from the world outside, a safe place to nourish and grow. It guards us from the rain, or more likely the 20 feet of snow, and more importantly, the unknown. Sadly, however, it is time to leave our home. It is time to take the very big first step into the rest of our lives. And although this task may seem daunting, maybe even overwhelming, it is not the end, rather a new beginning. This home will always be here. 30 years, 40 years, 2 months, 2 weeks from now, it will be here for you, and it will be here for me. It is not your final day at home. It is your final day at this stage in your life. And come tomorrow, we owe it to each other to find a new beginning. Whether it's going off to college, the military, the workforce, it is up to us to continue in a totally foreign way from everything we have ever known. At times, I find it intimidating, but then I realize that this is our chance to do whatever we have always dreamed of. If you want to go to med school, do it. If you want to travel, do it. If you want to give back to others, do it. If you want to save a life and make a difference, do it. There is nothing standing in your way. It could be as simple as answering the question to how many Oreos it is humanly possible to consume. You do it, and do it with pride. Do it with Windber pride. Your new beginning starts tomorrow, whether you're ready or not. And all that I ask is that you never fear change. Change, especially the change like we are about to experience, has endless possibilities. This home, this base, this center has given you everything you need to get to where you're going. As Dr. Seuss has told us from the beginning, you have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction that you choose. I'm confident that at the very least, your lives will be filled with joy and excitement, and that you will all find success in some way, shape, or form. Just remember that whatever path your new beginning takes you down, no matter what direction you choose, you can always turn around and come home. I would like to take a minute and remind you that home is not just the setting either. It's the people that make a home. From your best friends, both past and present, to teachers and adversaries, this community has surrounded you and shaped you from day one. Each of us has a different chapter, but we all have the same author because we all share a part in the same book. We all share a part in the story of home. When you tell your grandkids of the back when I was in high school memories, I guarantee that the people surrounding you made them possible. What would your crazy Friday night stories be without your best friends? What would Christmas be without your family? What would those trophies, would those records, would those winning seasons even be possible without your coaches? What about your future? Would you be set to go where you are going after tonight without the hard work of each of those teachers sitting in front of you? Or the guidance office, or the administration, or the high school office, or the janitorial staff? The answer is no. None of this would have been possible without those who've crossed our paths over the last 18 years. Whether they have been here from the beginning memories of your best friends and family dinners and inside jokes and wild times come flooding back that I want you to promise me you will include. When you think of home, think of your family in both blood and community. When you think of home, think back to bonfires with your best friends. When you think of home, remember the feeling of football games under Friday night lights. When you think of home, relive the excitement of Stromboli Day. When you think of home, think of growing up in this small town. And finally, when you think of home, think back to Windber Area High School and the journey you had to become the people who are sitting before me right now, the senior class of 2016. I want you to take a moment and just realize where we are. Look at the people that are sitting beside you and think about how far you've come. From your first day in pre-K, to musicals in elementary with Mr. Anton, to the god-awful middle school years where we should not have been allowed in public, to being the weird freshman, and eventually working your way up to this moment right here. This moment, your final moments as the senior class of 2016. You have seen these same people almost every day for the last 14 years. That's 14 years of memories that you've shared, and 14 years that no one but the people surrounding you right now will ever be able to call their own. I hope that you remember this moment. Freeze it in time and make sure you never forget it, because it is truly the last of our time together. This is the last time we will ever meet as one. In a matter of minutes, each of us is going to walk across this stage and out those doors into a world full of bigger, better, exciting things. In a matter of minutes, this will all be over, and we will be leaving this piece of home behind us. So please don't ever forget it. Hold on to this feeling. Hold on to this feeling of love, this feeling of support, pride, and joy. The world awaiting you outside those doors will knock you down, chew you up, and spit you out probably multiple times. And I hope that it will never happen to you. But if there ever comes a time in your life where you can't find anything to hold on to this moment. Hold on to what it feels like to have a home. We are all very lucky. Many people never get the chance to say that they have what we have, a true home. A home in all possible interpretations of the word. A place they belong, filled with people that love them. A place that made them who they are today. A place that they will always be able to hold on to and will always be waiting for when they need to come home. I would like to thank my parents and my family for being my #1 supporters, and to my best friends for being a very close second. I could not have made it through without you by my side. Day in and day out, I could count on you for anything and everything. A laugh, a cry, a piece of advice. You constantly provided it all. And administration that have given me the opportunity and the tools to get to where I am today. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And to my fellow classmates, this is goodbye. Thank you for being a part of my life in one of the smallest yet most influential ways possible. I will always remember you as a part of my home. and I hope that you do the same. I love you, and I will miss you. Good luck in all that you do.
At this time, High School Student Council President Dana Dreisel will address the class of 2016.
Now I'm all worked up. Thank you, Rachel. Hello, everyone. My name is Dana Dreisel, and I am the president of Windber High School Student Council. Now I'm all sniffly, too. Before I get into the true message of my speech, I would like to say a few words first. Even though today is going to be one of the biggest and most memorable days of your life, it will also be one of the biggest and most memorable days of the people who support you, especially your parents. They have watched you transition from K-4 to 12th grade, by your side every step of the way. They waved goodbye as you took your first step on the school bus. They were there for the elementary Halloween parades, got you ready for the medieval festival, attempted to soothe you when your middle school sweetheart wasn't in love with you anymore, and countless other events. Needless to say, they've been there through it all. And now they're sitting in the audience wondering how their babies grew up so fast. I just want you to take a minute to think about all of the people who are sitting in the audience right now and have supported you over the years. Let them know how truly grateful you are to have them in your life. I would briefly just like to thank my family and my great friend Brandy for always coming to my events and pushing me to be the best woman that I can possibly be. Without your unconditional love and support, I wouldn't be half of the person that I am today. I would also like to give a huge thank you to Windber and its amazing administrators and staff members. I am honestly so proud to say that I am a Windber Rambler. The education that I have received here is unlike anywhere in the area, and the various activities and organizations that are offered within the school truly allow people to find their niche, as I have with Student Council, Forensics, and others. The support that I have received from my educators cannot be appreciated enough. Whether they were celebrating my accomplishments with me, giving me advice, tutoring me, specifically in AP Calculus, because unlike Caitlin, math isn't my forte, or just helping me through my rough patches, they were always there for me. I could not be more thankful to have people outside of my family who love me and want to see me succeed as much as you all do. Your work does not go unnoticed, and you deserve the utmost respect and recognition. When I'm sitting in Duquesne next year, you are what I will miss the most about high school. So thank you for being so impactful on my life. And lastly, I would like to thank Afro Man for coming up with such a masterpiece of a song. Now to the important part that is supposed to inspire you. As you probably do, I remember walking across this stage 4 years ago at our 8th grade graduation. At one of the practices, Mr. Ledney gave us a small address saying how the next 4 years are going to fly by, and before we know it, honestly, 2016 seemed like an eternity away. But here we are, about to take our final walk across the stage. And even though we are missing a very important person on stage us right now, the people that we have become. Over the past few days, I really started to see the sadness and realization sink in for a lot of students. And yeah, there are going to be things that we will miss. No more pep rallies, no more homecomings or proms, no more Windber football games as students, no more Stromboli Day, no more of Connor's puns or Eric Blasik's Richard Nixon jokes. I got you, Eric. But even though this is the end of one chapter in our lives, this is definitely not the end of the book. In fact, our lives are just beginning. The past few years, we have been coddled and protected. We have been steered by our educators and family members on a path to success. But now, as we all go our different ways, we will have full control over our own lives. We will have to make all of our own decisions and essentially carve our own paths. Even though change is intimidating and a little bit scary, change is a good thing. Without change, life would be pretty boring. So that uncertainty that you're feeling right now, make it your friend, because whether we want to admit it or not, change is unavoidable. Juliette Binoche said, "You must be able to let go of the past, whatever success you may have seen, whatever your comforts, whatever your habits. To me, that's the key to loving life, enabling yourself to step bravely into the unknown." So embrace change. Make the most of every situation, no matter what change life may bring you. Always try to be the best version of yourself. Strive for greatness by pushing yourself to new limits and bringing positive energy. Find your passions and expand on them. And always aim to make an impact on your community and those around you. Do the best that you can with this life, because we only have one chance. Be of use. Do great things and live a life that you won't regret when you're old. My dad once told me, "Take a chance." Columbus did. So take chances, because we all know that it's never the things that we do that we regret. It's everything that we don't do. So, class of 2016, I truly hope that after today, you aren't afraid of change, because it's just the start of a new beginning. Congratulations to all of you, and I wish you the absolute best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
The next portion of our graduation program, we will be awarding the academic achievement plaques in the following curricular areas: art, communications, world languages, mathematics, music, science, humanities, and technology. Students receiving the academic awards this evening have been selected by each department's faculty on the basis of achievement in each particular curricular area. The recipients are: in art, Michael Spinus. Sorry, Mike, it's a long walk. Congratulations, Mike. All right, I'm gonna stop. In communications, Dana Dreisel. World languages, Courtney Lample. Mathematics, Alexis Robison. Music, Holly Chappie. Science, Caitlin Weaver. Humanities, Nicole Fascino. And the Mark Mock Memorial Technology Education Award goes to Timothy Borish. Please join me in congratulating the winners on their academic achievement and individual awards one more time. At this time, Mr. Huffman will now award the scholarship winners. The Dr. J. Allen Figueroa Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Courtney Lample. Our second Dr. J. Allen Figueroa Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Timothy Borish. The First National Bank Scholarship in the amount of $150 is awarded to Lauren Vassis. Our second First National Bank Scholarship in the amount of $150 is awarded to Rachel Campitel. The Football Club Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Michael Spinnis. The Leah Guarino Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $650 is awarded to Megan Quinn. The PTO Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Hattie Charney. Our second PTO Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Danielle Soika. The David J. Rizzo Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 is awarded to Alexis Robinson. Our second David J. Rizzo Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 is awarded to Robert Verostic. I know that. The Windber Business and Professional Women's Award in the amount of $250 is awarded to Nicole Ficino. Our second Windber Business and Professional Women's Award in the amount of $250 is awarded to Rochelle Felsky. The Windber Medical Center Healthcare Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Lindsay Bender. The Nunzio S. and Flora D. Yaka Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is awarded to Holly Chappie. The Heavens $dollars is awarded to Alexis Baldwin. The William Sipko Technology Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Connor Nitka. The Windber Soccer Booster Scholarship in the amount of $250 is awarded to Tia Thornsberry. And the Windber Pool League Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Molly Byrne. Please join me in congratulating all of our scholarship winners. Mr. Huffman will now present the Superintendent's Award.
The Helen Solomon Fund and the Edna Solomon Scholarship Fund were established by the estates of Edna and Helen Solomon for the purpose of providing financial assistance to the students graduating from Windber High School and attending a post-secondary education. Helen and Edna were graduates of Windber Area High School and pursued their careers in nursing. Both achieved master's degrees in public health administration and spent their careers in improving health for those less fortunate. They were voracious readers and made education a lifelong commitment. Both retired and moved back home to Windber. As first-generation Americans, they valued their public education as the embodiment of the American dream. Deeply religious, they funded through their estates a number of local civic and religious charities to help the less fortunate. This scholarship endowment provides the superintendent of schools the opportunity to select 2 graduating seniors each year to be the recipient of 2 self-sustaining $5,000 scholarships established in their memory. Our first recipient this evening, Miss Dana Dreisel. Our second recipient, Ms. Caitlin Weaver.
Sorry, just give me a moment. He has to get back to that side of the stage. So try to buy him some time. Class rank has been formulated as of May 26th and is based on a weighted class rank for academic averages in grades 9 through 12. It's my honor, and I'm proud to announce that this year's salutatorian is Caitlin Weaver. It's my honor, and I'm proud to announce that the valedictorian for the class of 2016 is Dana Dreisel. Congratulations to both of these students and their families for all their efforts, overcoming adversity and hard work that got them to this point. If you join me in congratulating them again. As senior high school principal, I deem this an honor to be afforded the privilege to present to the Windber Area School District Board of Education our candidates for the Windber Area High School Diploma. I hereby certify that the names of the individuals that I will announce have satisfactorily completed a planned course of study for graduation from Windber Area High School, as prescribed by the Windber Area School District Board of Education and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's Department of Education. Parents, you are invited to come to the front of the auditorium to take pictures when your child's row is being called to receive their diplomas. Please hold your applause until the entire row has received their diplomas. Our candidates for 2016. Led by Caitlin Marie Weaver. Rachel Anna Capitel. Dana Baldwin. Barkovich. Lindsay Marie Bender. Brianna Lynn Blasick. Jane Byrne. Holly Ann Chappie. Patty Elizabeth Charney. If row 2 Rochelle Lynn Felsky. Nicole Marie Fascino. Abigail Elizabeth Hanley. Courtney Michelle Lample. Shawnee Nicole Macon. Connor Dwayne Nitka. Alexis Linnea Robinson. Danielle Marie Soika. Tia Nicole Thornsberry. Passes. Ryan Evan Paul Askey. Timothy Andrew Borish. Tiffany Nicole Babenko. I'm doing good. How are you?
I like the strong hair.
Angelica Marie Berinda. You always look great. You know that. Ready? Mark Edward Burkett, Jr.
Right hand, left hand.
That's right. Got it. I'm glad you're paying attention. Tyler Robert Bush. Nathaniel Mark Danko.
I'm so scared.
No, don't worry about it. You can do this. Megan Lynn Davis. If row 4 would please rise. They'll be presented by School Board Member Mike Betcher. Maria Rose Dong. Ashley Ann Denightson. Lynn Drenning. McKinley John Dervetsky. Josie Lynn. Luther John Flores. Blake Eric Frigo. Brooke Aaron Frigo. Tyler Owen Goulash. Row 5 would please rise. They'll be presented by School Board Member Susan Layton. Haley Allison Hamilton. Joseph Lee Hunter. A. Jones. Autumn Angel Connect. Cassidy Ray Kopsick. Reginald Allen McMasters, Jr. Ava Jane Miller. Gabrielle Savannah Miller. If row 6 would please rise. They will be presented by School Board Member Joe Felix. Cassidy Elizabeth Noon. Austin Oldham. Alexandra Pritt. Megan Rose Quinn. Caitlin Ann Rhodes. Dylan J. Richardson. Kylie Elizabeth Rummel. Brooke Renee Samansky. Shadow Grady Smith. Michael Anthony Spinas. If row 7 would please rise. They will be presented by School Board President Tim Tokarski. Brandon Lee Stotler.
Brandon's more, will also be competing for a state championship in tennis.
Courtney Ann Streepy.
You're beautiful.
Rocco N. Teklinski. Cameron James Thompson. Michael Andrew Tokarski III. Robert Ian Verostic. Alyssa Dawn Vogel. A. Wagner. Shaylee Marine Waters. Alexa Brooke Wyrick. Chelsea Gail Ray Wright. At this time, Mr. Rick Huffman will be providing certification of the class of 2016.
Mr. Tokarski, all present this evening. As a commissioned officer of the state of Pennsylvania, I certify to all of you and our president of the school board that these graduating seniors have met all the requirements set forth by the Department of Education. Congratulations.
This is the best part of the night. Class of 2016, please stand. By the power vested in me as the president of the Windber Area School District, Board of Education, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I do hereby confer upon you the title of graduate. Congratulations. Got work to do.